Well, multiple countries have given up their opinion over when it comes to the US-Israel joint strikes that have been carried out in West Asia and in the Middle East for them, where Canadian Prime Minister has now slammed the US and Israel strikes on Iran, where Mark Carney is of the opinion that these strikes are inconsistent with the international law. And Canada says that they were not informed before the attack, and however, they cannot be asked rather to join the war. Here is what Mark Carney now says.
United States and Israel to make the case, and for whether or not that is the case. And it's for others more expert than me, non-lawyer, certainly non-international lawyer, who are more expert to make that determination. And that said, well, Canada was not asked to participate. You know that. We were not informed in advance. We were not asked to participate. Prima facie, it appears that these actions are inconsistent with international law.
Angie, how will President Trump deal with such statements coming in from the other world leaders there? Because they have been calling more likely like a unilateral decision that has been taken by US and Israel to carry out these attacks in the Middle East. And they say that it violates international laws.
Yeah, I don't know if it does. In fact, our own Congress says it does not, because our House Speaker, Mike Johnson, just said President Trump did everything according to our Constitution. Now, if it's violating international law, well, by all means, pull him in. But I don't think it is, because many, many presidents have started wars just like this. So I don't know if Mark Carney just feels like he's left out of the party, but certainly other world leaders have come out in anti-support of this war, including the president of Spain and even Keir Starmer, for someone who we thought was our biggest ally in the UK. But clearly he doesn't want anything to do with it. And a lot of it has to do with the large Muslim population in London and elsewhere in England. He wants those votes to stay in power. So he's not going to take part in this war.
I doubt they will say that they have been left out of the party, Angie, more rather than they do not want to be a party of the US-led war in the Middle East. But that seems to be the statement that has come in from multiple leaders globally over the developments that have been taking place in the Middle East. Requesting our guests to continue to be with us. Once again, we just have to head into a very short break.